Alright, I don't really know how to start this video. So as you may or may not know, the last video that I uploaded on this channel was like a life update video, and since then more stuff has happened and I still kind of don't really know exactly what's happening yet. But so for the time being, I've gotten a part-time job. I won't say where, but I will say that it blows. The job blows. Yeah, so like while I have less free time to be spending just only working on videos, I've been just like struggling to think of like what I should be doing for videos and really stressing myself out. Like I have to have a reason to be making a video. It has to be like scripted and I have to think it at like, I don't know. Just really been like overthinking it. And meanwhile, during this time, I've been, playing this game and grinding out the camos, trying to get like the mastery camo and stuff like that. So I just thought, why not use this as an opportunity to just record it, and then I can talk to you guys, keep you guys updated on what's happening in my life. Sort of like if you've ever watched FaZe Jev, which I'm sure most of you probably have, just kind of similar to what he does. I don't know how often I'll do this. Maybe it'll be, maybe this will be the only one. I don't even know. But yeah, I guess that's long enough of me talking and not playing, and I'll actually just start playing the game and talking as I play. So yeah, but I've just like for some reason really been stressing over like content to put on this channel and like really suffering with writer's block like pretty badly, and just feeling like I can't put something on the channel unless it's like perfect or like it's I don't know, just really stressing myself out over something that should be for fun, because I started to do this for fun. So I just thought it would be kind of fun to play Call of Duty while I'm going for these camo challenges and whatnot. Just like, I don't know, be able to use it as some form of way to keep it so that my channel isn't just like completely dead and doing absolutely nothing while I'm struggling to think of ideas. Yeah, but I'm like nothing special at this game. I'm probably average to slightly below average at this game, I would say. But I just enjoy grinding for the camos. It's just something I can kind of turn my brain off and, okay, I gotta go for, long shots or whatever it is, even though that's not really, I didn't realize I was a bad guy. See? I'm not very good. But yeah, so right now, I'm working part-time. It's not too bad. I don't have to like really work with customers or anything. It's like, I mean, if you... That only happens on this map, I feel like. I only ever get that kind of glitch when I play this map. But yeah, so it's like a retail job. But it's kind of nice because it's in like the back of the store, so I'm not really dealing with customers. I'm mostly just, unloading the trucks and stuff like that, which is, I personally prefer that over any sort of like customer service type thing because, well, ow. In real life, I'm really introverted and really hate talking to people. I get like really bad anxiety talking to people most of the time, which is kind of interesting, because like the whole purpose of this channel is like a way I can kind of reach out to people and use my voice, not use my voice, I don't know how to, just try to connect with people over the internet, because I guess it's kind of like not as direct and personal when it's through the internet. It's kind of just like there's a filter, and it's like, oh, okay, I can turn it on and off whenever I want to. I don't have to just like always be on, and it doesn't have to be live, And that was something too, like when I was streaming and like I was responding to chat, even though it wasn't that often I would respond to chat. Like literally there'd be like someone who would talk to me sometimes, But even then it was just like, I don't know, I just felt this immense pressure, like, I don't know, to always be on and always be saying the exact right thing at all times. Always be entertaining, always be funny. And it was just like a weird amount of stress that I feel like if you're not socially anxious, you're probably just like, well, just do it. Like, who cares? But I don't know, there's something about when you have really bad anxiety about talking to people that sometimes when you say the wrong thing, it just makes you really stressed out. And I don't know, I'm completely just rambling at this point, but the point is, I have social anxiety, so I prefer working in like not direct customer service type things, because I just feel a lot less stress. I'd much rather work hard than work like talking to people. And also, yeah, I guess I should say this too. Even though I should be looking here when I want to address the audience, I look over here because I have two monitors, and this is where like I see myself. So maybe I'll have to try and get used to not doing that, because that's kind of hard to not look at. I don't know. This is probably going to be a whole learning curve for me, because I'm not used to recording by myself. I'm used to recording with Katie. Like that's why I never really do many gameplays, because I only do them like when I can get Katie to do it on here with me, because I feel less pressure to like be entertaining by myself. Because I feel like I'm not very entertaining by myself. Which is just like, I'm literally making a YouTube video that I want people to watch and be entertained by, and in the video I'm saying I don't find myself entertaining. But I don't know. I think I just kind of get in my own head, like watching my videos back and being like, well, I don't think that that's very entertaining. Even though like sometimes it is entertaining, but it's just the fact that I've watched the footage back 20 times and it's like, well, that joke isn't funny, and this is so boring to watch for the 20th time, so why would anyone continue watching it if they clicked on it? I don't know. Yeah, anyway though, so like what I'm doing is the trucks come in, I unload them, and I, scan them into the system and write down the information and all that fun stuff. It's really kind of weird though, because like I got this job, and in the life update I said, we just had a pretty bad hurricane come through this area, and like most of the people in this area like lost their house, like lost a lot of stuff in this hurricane, because it was like an incredibly bad one. Like we've never had one this bad, at least from when I've been alive, been in the area. But so it seems like this company, they're kind of just like hiring people really fast because they need people, but also like because people need jobs. So they're kind of just like, all right, we're just gonna take a bunch of people and just throw them wherever. But so like I had a phone interview with a lady who was like in like Colorado or something, like not even remotely close to this area, and I'm sure has no idea anyone who works in the store that I work at. But she asked me like 3 questions and then was like, oh yeah, it sounds like you'd be a good fit for this role. Would you like to accept? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then she was like, great, when can you start working? And I was like, at that point it was the week of Thanksgiving. It was like Monday on the week of Thanksgiving, and I was like, I am not working Black Friday. Like that's where I draw the line. I will work the week after, but I will not be working on Black Friday. But so yeah, I said I can start working, Monday next week, and she was like, great. So come in for an orientation next week on Monday. And I was like, sweet, I will do that. So I went in for this orientation, and basically what it was I walked in. Jesus Christ, that was terrible. I walked in, I did a drug test, and then they said, come in tomorrow 9 to 4 and work the rest of the week 9 to 4. And I was like, great, I need money right now, and the sooner I can get in here, the sooner the better. The next day, I showed up. I sat around for, I want to say, probably like 20 minutes, just in like the little training room the only room that I knew in the store, because it was the only room I had been in during that training day. And just sat in there until somebody finally came up to me. Oh yeah, and at this point, I didn't even have like a login thing to do like the stuff you have to do to clock in at this company. And so I was just sitting there with my little lunchbox until somebody who, I still don't even know who this person is. It was just a nice person who came up and was like, yeah, this person seems like they need help. Walked up to me and was just like, where do you need to go? And I was like, I'm supposed to be in receiving, because that's what they call it. Okay, I need 10 more kills. We got hipfire kills, kills from behind, and with a suppressor. Okay. Yeah, so, and then he was like, well, do you have gloves and a knife? Because you need those things, I guess. And I was like, no, he got me those. And then he took me to where receiving was. And then when I got there, he was like, this is Corey. He's going to be in receiving. Here he is, basically. And they were like, okay, cool. And like, the way this company is, it's like so disorganized. Like, they have no idea how much like training you have, or if you have any training or not. They just assume that you do if you're in their section, because you're supposed to do like a week or two of like this stuff on the computer before you even start working. So they assumed that I like knew what I was doing and everything. So they just were like, yeah, help them unload the truck. Literally, like, yesterday I had a drug test, today help unload refrigerators off a truck. I was like, okay, cool. So, I mean, I've done this type of work before, so it's not like, you know, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. But like, I didn't know, you know, when stuff came off the truck, where do you want me to put it? Like, anything like that, you know? So I'm just like copying what I see people doing around me, just following them around, doing whatever they're doing. I hate those. Oh. And yeah, so pretty much I just did that for like the rest of the week, just like copying what people were doing, occasionally, you know, trying to pick up what I can when people tell me the few things that they tell me and stuff like that. And I asked, just because I don't know, I just get like really miserable if I'm like at a job for like too much time during the day, and I feel like I don't have enough time when I get done to like have peace with myself, you know? I don't know, like I just really get like really depressed if I'm like, I don't know, working too many hours basically, like, and I mean, I'm sure that sounds just like just man up and do it, you know, but it's just like, I don't know, I have some mental health issues with stuff like that. But so yeah, I asked if I could start doing 9 to 2, so I've been doing 9 to 2, and I definitely like that a lot better, because, you know, coming home, you know, getting home at like 2:30, you still have a lot of day left, you know, to pursue things that you want to be pursuing, or even just, you know, just relaxing. I don't know. The day goes by really fast, and then you have a lot of time when you get home. So it definitely feels better. Just that 2 hours makes a big difference for me, and I think it's worth making less money. But anyway, so on Friday, you know, it's like 1:55, and I'm like talking to my boss about to leave. Like, she's trying to like, teach me how to do something, and I basically just said like, well, I'm supposed to leave in like 5 minutes anyway, so I'll just see if you know, you can teach me this on Monday. She's like, oh, okay. I don't remember why it came up, but I was just like, yeah, I haven't done any of the computer stuff or any of the training. Oh yeah, this is why. It's because when you're doing the receiving, you have to scan stuff into these little guns. If you ever worked retail, they have these little, like, they're called like Zebra phones or whatever. So it's like one of those, like a little scanner thing. And I tried to use my login, and it wasn't working because it said like you're not authorized or whatever. But so I was just like, maybe the reason it's not working is because I haven't done like an orientation or any of the computer stuff. And she was like, you haven't even done an orientation yet? And I was like, no. And she was like, well, no wonder you've been so lost. So like, she didn't even know that like I didn't know anything. It's just like ridiculous how disorganized this company is. But you know, I'm getting paid, and a lot of my day is spent, you know, just following people around, trying to help them out if they need help, and learning as much as I possibly can. And I don't have to deal with any customers, so I'm really not complaining, you know. But yeah, at some point I'm assuming they're probably going to have me do an orientation and start doing stuff on computers. But yeah, for now I'm literally just basically flying blind. Yeah, but it's Sunday right now. I'm looking at you know, a full week of 9 to 2 coming up tomorrow, about 7:30 p.m. And I don't know what it is today. I just kind of got like inspired to just like, I don't know, just pursue the things that I feel like would make my life happier if I were doing them instead of working a dead-end job, you know? Like, I've always been interested in like being a writer. I've never really written many things, but I've always just felt like I've had good ideas and I'm creative, and I, you know, consume a lot of media, so maybe that would translate into writing stuff. And I've just always liked the idea of sitting down and getting to be creative and write down my thoughts. And also, obviously, I've always really enjoyed doing YouTube as a hobby, and, you know, if I could turn it into more than a hobby one day, that would certainly be, you know, awesome. But yeah, so like, I don't know what it is about today. I just really got inspired to like, you know, spend some of my free time making it so, you know, maybe one day, you know, I don't have to work part-time retail. I can do, you know, full-time things that I actually care about. But yeah, so that's why I'm deciding to record today. I wrote a little bit of a book idea I've been kicking around, but kind of struggling to start, you know? It's always the case with people who call themselves writers but haven't actually written anything. Always about to write something but never actually writing something. But I actually started writing, you know, like the prelude, I guess you would call it. It's kind of like a little fantasy thing. I don't know. And like, if I ever were to like self-publish this or put it on Amazon, I don't think I would attach like my real name to it or like shout it out on this channel. Just because, like, I don't know, I kind of want them to be separate, and I don't know. I wouldn't want someone reading it to be reading it in my voice. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's like a weird thing to say. I would want someone reading it to just be reading it like as if you were reading whatever story. I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, this YouTuber that I watch, you know, they wrote this book. I'd rather have it just be like, yeah, there's this book that I'm reading and it's cool. Yeah, I guess I should show you like how much progress I've made. So I have Katie, because she likes to do this as well. We play on like the same account. She's been doing the assault rifles. She's got the M16 left, and then this M13, and then she'll be done with that. I've completely finished the marksman rifles and the sniper rifles. Not finished, but I've gotten them gold, I guess I should say. And last night I just got these launchers all gold, so I'm pretty happy about that. And now I'm working on the SMGs. I have a few of them done. I just need the Fennec, the AUG, whatever this one is, and then the Hurricane. But I have to unlock it. Let's see what I need first. The FTAC Recon, so I gotta finish that first. But yeah, so I don't know how often I'm gonna be making these videos. I hopefully like multiple times a week, I think, because I have kind of some spare time. I'm not working full time, so I feel like I have the energy and the time to be able to do it. We'll see if my schedule changes. They said it might. If they're able to keep me working 9 to 2, maybe I will start streaming again, because I'll have a consistent schedule. But yeah, I think this will be kind of fun to just play Call of Duty, talk to you guys about my thoughts. Go ahead and leave any thoughts you have in the comments if you've worked retail. Any stories you have, I'd love to hear those because they're always funny. But yeah, so I'll just end this video here, and I'll see you guys in another video hopefully pretty soon. So yeah.